Coach got you guys.
Wildes is on your tail.
Coach got you guys 1 point last week,
I really think that Brew is just rooting for anything other than
y'all.
Yeah,
well, y'all
right.
were so cocky.
But
we just were winning.
It's also two people. It's almost unfair.
Right.
No, it's not unfair because they
You
don't get
split
extra
that in
points.
half, and I'm right there with both.
Me and Brew would be we'd be winning.
Right.
Behind us.
No, but they only get 1 pick a week.
Two versus one.
And we don't.
They've been in a drought.
They seem confused. Show the rules so everyone knows that it's fair. My goodness gracious. But Coach almost, you know who his pick was last week? Miami.
Yeah.
And they had it. Like they were right there. So better luck. Go ahead, Greg. Sorry.
So this week, it was a challenging week. And I'm like, Coach, we got to do something. And so I went into the annals of last year.
Annals is what you
Annals, whatever.
No,
well,
it was challenging where I went. But I got the Colts. And they're playing
the Colts.
You do not. That is the
Bills.
weakest of it. You do not believe. I can tell the way you said that.
Can I explain?
All right, go ahead and make something.
So when you think about what you were just talking about with the Denver Broncos and the Chiefs and it possibly being a spot where the Chiefs can lose, well, you know what happens when
that
teams
can apply the other way.
It can apply the other way. When teams have to play the Chiefs the following week.
Oh wait,
this is what happens. Graphic. This is what the record looks like this year. There's been 2 teams who have won the prior week leading up to playing the Kansas City Chiefs.
You could have added the Ravens to that too, because they lost the previous week to playing the Chiefs.
Exactly.
I actually like that graphic.
Yeah.
And so when you think about where the Colts are, they made the coaching they made the quarterback change last week. They didn't score any offensive points. They didn't get any production the way they thought they would out of Joe Flacco against the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday night. It was a complete dud. I just don't think that they're going to do that this week. They're going to run the ball with Jonathan Taylor. The last time Jonathan Taylor played against not this Bills team, but the Buffalo Bills, he went crazy. He ran for over 200 yards. They won 41-15. That was in 2021 prime Jonathan Taylor. I know what you're thinking. But the Buffalo Bills, they're not great at stopping the run. They're not great at stopping the pass. What they try to do is eliminate the big play in the passing game. And if you get behind this offensive line in Indianapolis with the Colts and allow Jonathan Taylor to just drive the ball down the field, maybe, just maybe, Joe Flacco can wake up that passing game and be consistent at running the offense Shane Steichen wants to see run this year. They can get it done.
Wow.
Okay.
You convinced me that you believe. All right.
You like that?
No,
it was good.
I think you did a good job.
It's back-to-back weeks that seed is picked against the Bills. An upset alert. It was the Dolphins.
Didn't know that, did you?
Yeah.
All right, this one, this is going to be a great game. Steelers over the Commanders. I'm really expecting it to be a good game. I feel good about it. Look, the Steelers are coming off a bye. And I think they're going to be able to throw some things at Jaden Daniels. He's a rookie still. Even though he's been great, he's still a rookie. He hasn't seen everything yet. I think they'll be able to throw some things at him that could confuse him.
By that.
And as great as he's playing, they haven't beaten many really good teams. They got 1 win against a team with a winning record, and that's Arizona, which is only 5-4. Now, the Bengals, of course, they beat, but their defense is horrible, and they don't have a winning record. So I just think that off the bye, Russ is going to be even more comfortable in this offense. You add Mike Williams, I think that's giving them a little boost. They clearly needed a number 2 receiver, and so I think the Steelers are going to go in there and get this and move to, what would they be, 8-2, 7-2, 8-2, 8-2.
I buy that. Okay. You ready? Time
They'd
now.
be 7-2 because they had the bye. Yeah.
They 6-2 right
They're
now?
6-2. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, Wildes.
Time now for the Puxatawny Phil to make his upset alert pick. You might be saying, Puxatawny Phil football? Cover the fur and live in a log? Just a coincidence. Cowboys, straight up over the Eagles. And I know what you're saying.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You're like, Cooper Rush? Does anyone really believe in Cooper Rush?
Wait, that's what he said. He's a good boy.
Yeah, he's good.
He didn't say his arm, his accuracy,
He's saying
his
the whole package.
abilities.
He's good. Cooper Rush's career as a starter, 5-1. That's pretty good. A lot of people. It's not nothing. I don't know if it's something, but it's not nothing. Here's the other thing, and I showed this graphic earlier. The one way you can beat the Eagles, maybe Micah Parsons comes a little strip sack. This is an absurd graphic that is so bad it's good. This year's Cowboys only have 3 points off takeaways. It's one of the worst in the last 25 years. In fact, it's the worst. That can't continue. They're not that bad. Micah Parsons on the team.
They are.
Last year, he was modern-day Lawrence Taylor, and this year he's historically bad at taking the ball away. 1 strip sack, and then a field goal. That's all we're saying. Finally.
Good luck with that.
Spread is too much, I know. This will, if they don't win outright, Nick, and you can change Nick's picks if you want. Guaranteed cover. 7-point underdogs in division games against the spread, undefeated, but with a tie. And 4 outright wins. So for those reasons, Cooper Rush and Micah Parsons and Jalen's bad ankle all of a sudden take down the Eagles.
Can I add one piece to it? It's not one of Nick's picks, but you know what is actually 6-1 straight up as an underdog this year? Upset alerts that immediately elicit a "oh my" from Brew. There is no greater predictor that an upset alert's going to come through than it eliciting disgust from Brew.
All right, Nick's picks.
Nick's picks. Red, I can't remember the last time I had a losing weekend, which is good because I just had a losing Thursday in Las Vegas, boys and girls. 2-1 last week. You know what, Bears? Just on a brief timeout. Last couple weeks, it's hurt me a bit. Rams, no problem. Jags down 22-0. I knew Trevor come through for me. And did it with a shoulder injury. Might need surgery. Oh, my goodness. 15-11-1 on the year against the spread. Couple dogs, one favorite. One of them was an upset alert pick. Pittsburgh +3.
Oh.
Off a bye.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen Mike Tomlin's record against rookie quarterbacks? Listen, I understand Jaden. He's not your normal rookie. I get all of that. But still, Tomlin off a bye. The Steelers' defense, the Commanders' offensive line, to me, has been punching above its weight a bit. He's got 2 former Chiefs, 2 former champions, Wiley, Allegretti, guys I like as people and as players. By T.J. Watt and the Steelers' defense is going to be able to get after him. Also, George Pickens against that Washington secondary. Washington knew they needed an upgraded secondary, paid a king's ransom for Lattimore, but he's not playing this week because his hamstring, he didn't have the fake hamstring some guys have to get traded. He had a real hamstring. Can't even play with the new team. Steelers getting 3 points with Tomlin. I'll take it. Next, Arizona's better, and they're at home. So what are we doing? Last week, the last time the Jets were favored, at least they were at home. It was a short week. Houston was dealing with all these injuries. I still didn't like it, but at least it made a little more sense to me than this one. This, to me, is people being anchored by their preseason takes that, 1, Arizona was going to be awful, and 2, the Jets were a legitimate playoff, if not AFC championship caliber team. Neither are true. Arizona has the better quarterback in this game. I think they might have the best receiver in this game in Marvin Harrison Jr. They certainly have the best rushing attack in this game. And this year, there's not a huge difference between the two defenses, and they're at home. I'll take Arizona +2. And last but not least, going back to the well with a healthy Rams team. Rams laying just 1 point at home against Miami. Miami going all the way cross country. Now, I do think there will actually be a lot of Miami fans in SoFi, but that's no problem. Stafford, when he's got his full complement of weapons, Puka, fresh off, he should be super fresh. Got kicked out of that game early. He didn't even have to put in a full week's work. Also, the Rams know they are the 2 seed is potentially available for them, certainly the division, if they get hot like they did last year. Last year they couldn't, even though they got hot, run down San Francisco. That's not a problem this year. So, Pittsburgh getting 3, Arizona getting 2, the Rams laying 1. It's been a few weeks since we had a 3-0 week. It feels like it's coming. 18-11-1 on the season. Oh, my goodness. And by the way, America, don't check out the latest record of Parkins' picks after he took shots at Nick's picks. Oh, one going up, one going down. Oh, boy. Maybe a little too big for his britches, old young fella.
I told him that.
I told him. Cometh the king, best not miss, my friend. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.